The 2022 Ford Expedition in-depth review. The 2022 Ford Expedition and Expedition Max are the company's biggest and most versatile family haulers, and you must wonder about the overall personality of our Ford Expedition. While they are not as easy to get in and out of as a minivan, Ford's largest SUVs is available with 3 rows of seats, a notable 9,300-pound maximum tow rating, and the ability to go off-road. While these attributes apply to others in a large SUV segment, the Expeditions boast one of the smoothest rides and roomiest cabins. Unfortunately, Ford Sentry isn't as nice to drive as more wieldy rivals such as the GMC Yukon and Chevy Tahoe and Suburban. Every 2022 Expedition is a gutsy twin-turbo V6, but it's not very fuel efficient, especially at highway speeds. Still, its combination of style and tech features, such as an available 15.5-inch touchscreen and a hands-free driving mode, make the Expedition an intriguing option. For 2022, Ford gives the Expedition line a revised exterior and interior styling, as well as new features and options. Along with obvious changes on its front end, the cabin inherits a fresh dashboard design that's similar to one seen inside the recently redesigned Ford F-150 pickup truck. The Expedition's interior quality improves thanks to better materials, and its infotainment system is completely overhauled with a newly standard 12.0-inch touchscreen or an even larger, optional, portrait-oriented 15.5-inch touchscreen. Plus, Ford now offers its Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving technology on the top-of-the-line Platinum trim level. The new Timberline model has a distinctly rugged appearance set off by 33-inch all-terrain tires and an increased ride height. The new Stealth Performance package is available on the limited trim and brings a more sinister appearance, a sport-tuned suspension, and a more powerful version of the twin-turbo V6. We think the middle-of-the-road limited trim level on the regular wheelbase Expedition is one to get. Not only does it have a nice mix of standard features, leather trim seats, a Bang & Olufsen stereo, and power-operated running boards, but it's also available with an enticing performance option that should make the big rig better to drive. Opting for the Stealth Performance brings a sportier suspension setup, a more powerful engine, that is 440 HP versus 375, and distinct dark-colored exterior details, including 22-inch wheels. All-wheel drive, for those who need it, costs about $3,000 extra. Motivating the Expedition is a twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 and a responsive 10-speed automatic transmission that pair with rear or all-wheel drive. The standard engine makes 380 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, but on limited models that output is boosted to 400 horsepower and 480 pound-feet. An even higher output version is available on a Timberline trim and on the Limited with a Stealth Performance package that bumps those figures to 440 horses and 510 pound-feet. While we haven't sampled either of those engines, we've previously tested a Platinum model with a 400 HP twin-turbo V6. All Expeditions employ an independent rear suspension that provides better ride and handling than the live axle setups on Chevrolet and GMC alternatives. While passengers are comforted by its soft ride, the driver is penalized by ungainly handling and imprecise steering feel. The Expedition can tow up to 9,300 pounds, while the longer Expedition Max's rating is capped at 9,000 pounds. This class of hefty haulers certainly doesn't help preserve fossil fuel. Ford claims EcoBoost engine, a twin-turbocharged V6, is more efficient than a V8, but the Expedition doesn't deliver on that promise. The rear driver is rated at 17 mpg city and 23 mpg highway. The all-wheel drive version drops to 22 mpg highway. Both the Expedition and Expedition Max delivered 20 mpg on our 75 mph fuel economy route, which is part of our extensive testing regime. Inside, the Expedition has a chunky dashboard that includes traditional knobs and buttons for the climatic control and stereo. The cabin materials and trim pieces get fancier from model to model, topping out on platinum trim, which is appointed with rich leather upholstery and massaging front seats. Both the regular Expedition and long wheelbase Expedition max with spacious interiors, and unlike most rivals, its third row won't torture adults. A 3-seat bench is standard for the second row, but you can pack a pair of captain's chairs if you want. The Max offers unbeatable interior cubby storage. Every model has a power folding third row that can be controlled from the cargo area or back seats. Both second and third rows fold completely flat for a level floor, making it easier to load things. The Expedition comes standard with a huge 12.0-inch touchscreen that runs Force Sync for infotainment software. Along with the ability to accept over-the-air updates, it features wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A subscription-based Wi-Fi hotspot is available too, as is a 22-speaker Bang & Olufsen stereo and a rear seat entertainment system. If the standard touchscreen isn't big enough, the Expedition can also be fitted with a vertical-oriented 5.5-inch unit, which can also be found inside all-electric Mustang Mach-E. Along with an assortment of standard and optional driver assistant technology, the Expedition offers 2 highly advanced pieces of equipment. The top-of-the-line Platinum model comes with Ford's hands-free driving feature called Blue Cruise. The off-road-oriented Timberline trim features a trail turn assist that gives the SUV tighter turning radius by braking the inside rear wheel in sharp, slow-speed turns when the vehicle is in 4-wheel drive mode and on soft surfaces. This useful feature is also found on Ford Bronco. Ford provides a solid warranty on Expedition, beating even Mercedes-Benz in the powertrain department. However, no complimentary scheduled maintenance is offered. We think the mid-tier limited trim represents the best value in the Expedition lineup. It comes with a fair share of luxury features such as a power tailgate, power folding running boards, and leather upholstery, as well as nice-to-have features including an upgraded audio system, front parking sensors, and heated second-row seats. If you want a little extra performance from the limited trim, we'd recommend opting for the new Stealth Performance package that gets you a more powerful engine, a sport suspension, and blacked-out exterior trim. The 2022 Ford Expedition is available in 6 trim levels: XL, XLT, Timberline, Limited, King Ranch, and Platinum. The extended length Expedition Max is available on all but the base XL, offering more cargo space than the standard model. All Expeditions are powered by a 3.5-liter turbocharged V6 engine. For most trims, it makes 375 horsepower and a 470 lb-ft of torque, but the Platinum trim gets a slight bump to 400 HP and 480 lb-ft. An even more powerful version makes 440 HP and 510 lb-ft and is available in Timberline trim and the Stealth Performance package. The engine is paired with a 10-speed automatic and rear-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive is optional across the board. We're impressed with the V6 engine's muscle. Any SUV this large can't really be this quick, can it? We tested an Expedition Platinum with 4WD and it accelerated from 0 to 60 mph in 6.9 seconds. That's almost a second quicker than a comparable Chevy Tahoe. The Expedition is responsive and easy to drive when you aren't burying the accelerator into the ground too. The brake pedal is slightly squishy when you first press on it, but ultimately is pretty easy to come to smooth stops, which is an important part. The steering has a light effort and helps to make this Expedition feel a little less humongous. While you won't likely be driving your Expedition with Secret Service like urgency, there are some pretty admirable qualities here for such a large SUV. It's no Mercedes GLX, but this doesn't feel clumsy. The Expedition's front seats are comfy and cushy, there are multiple zones of lumbar support, and even have a massage function in the higher trims. The second row seats also decently plush. The third row seating is firm, but still adequate for adult use. The Expedition's ride quality is pretty smooth too. We're less impressed by the Expedition's climatic control. The airflow from the vents is noisy and not particularly strong. The seat heaters also might disappoint you, really like them to get hot. On the upside, the Expedition is impressively quiet on highway and around town. The Expedition isn't fun to drive in the classic sense, but it is rewarding to summon its muscle car-like torque and use this big SUV for its intended purposes. Road trips, daily commuting, and heading out to great outdoors are all right up the Expedition's alley. The Expedition is priced comparable to large SUVs such as Chevy Tahoe. Warranty coverage is also typical for a non-luxury automaker. Interior build quality and materials choices slightly exceed those available from its crosstown rivals. Ford's Sync infotainment system has come a long way over the years, and the newest iteration is pretty user-friendly. The navigation system does look a bit dated, but offers pinch-to-zoom functionality, helping to make it quick and easy to use. Our test vehicle's 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system made good use of the Expedition's large cabin, providing both power and clarity. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe to latest luxury cars channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for more amazing videos.